The day finally arrived, my first triathlon of 2025. In fitting conclusion to a chaotic training block, race day kicked off with a perfectly miserable, rainy morning. There were plenty of challenges leading up to this moment: months of work, unexpected obstacles, and less than ideal conditions. But we don't sign up for this because it's easy. In addition to swim, bike, and run logistics, there was one more wild card: our dog, Petey. We've been training him to handle crowds and noise, and he's made a lot of progress. Still, we knew race day would test him. That morning, we left him with my wife at the car while I made my way to the start line. I had about an hour to set up before go time. This was my 5th triathlon, so by now, the usual gear check panic had faded. No more obsessing over whether I packed everything or anxiety about setting up in transition. Still, right before the start, I always feel it, that churn in the stomach. Pushing yourself to the edge while trying to pace it right, that's always nerve-wracking. Speaking of my stomach, I wasn't feeling 100% physically, digestively. But maybe it's all in my mind. I chalked it up to the general discomfort of standing around in the rain. Yes, it was a very messy morning. The trek to the pool was a mudfest. I felt especially bad for this guy with his new white shoes. But I probably felt even worse on the bike. Before I talk about that, let's join the race in the middle of the action. Here I am in T2, completely disoriented. My brain's still foggy. I even started running with my helmet still on and had to turn back to toss it down. From there, it was on to the run. But first, let's rewind a bit. The swim was supposed to be 444 meters, like last year. But a week out, we got an email that it'd be shortened to 300 meters. Not ideal for an apples-to-apples comparison, but with the rain, nothing was going to be a perfect match. Still, it was a chance to improve. Last year, I finished 126 out of 273. This year, my goal was to break into the top 100. Not always the healthiest mindset, comparing yourself to others, but this race uses a staggered start, so standings are kind of a mystery anyway. I decided to treat it like a solo time trial. To position myself in the most ideal spot, I tested a 300-meter swim in training and estimated I'd come in around 640. Last year, I guessed I could swim 444 meters in 10 minutes. It ended up taking me about 11, and I had to let a few people pass at the wall. This time, based on my test, I landed pretty close. 6:31 on my watch and 7 minutes officially after running across the pool to hit the timing checkpoint. As for the bike, there was no predicting that. I'd done a good chunk of Zone 2 work leading up to the race, but not much hard outdoor riding lately. Still, my legs felt solid. The course was 4 laps on a rolling route with a 50-meter climb over 2 kilometers. Not brutal, but enough to require steady effort. I went out a bit aggressively on lap 1, eased off by lap 2, and by lap 3 the rain was relentless. I started shivering on a descent and suddenly my vision blurred. I literally had to shake my head to snap out of it. I hadn't trained much in rainy conditions, so from that point on, it was all about survival, just making it to the run. Needless to say, I was relieved to finally get off the bike at 47 minutes and 18 seconds, which included both transition times. On my watch, I had 42 minutes and 42 seconds, a solid time, but I was completely out of it. I started the run with a group pacing around 4:30 to 4:45 per kilometer, which might have been fine on a good day, but not after that ride and not in the state I was in. Once I approached the hills, I knew I had to ease up. The run course was no joke. Lots of short, punchy climbs with 128 meters of elevation packed into just under 5 kilometers. I didn't have huge expectations. Sure, it would have been nice to match my 24-minute 5K from last month, but there was no pressure. I just wanted to give it everything I had, and I think I did. Here's how it went. Thanks. And just like that, it was over. Another race in the books, and to my surprise, I hit that arbitrary goal I set at the start. I cracked the top 100. Barely. 99th place. The conditions were rough. The training block was fragmented and inconsistent, but I got through it. And now it's a race I'll remember fondly. As for Petey, he didn't quite share in my success. While I braved the rain, he opted for safety and comfort. My wife tried a few times to coax him out to spectate, but he preferred to wait it out in the warm car. After a bit of howling, he curled up in the back seat and took a nap. Still, we all did our best. And I'm proud of the three of us for figuring it out together. There will be more attempts. There will be more challenges. Plenty more adventures ahead.